Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. On the last episode, we began case 2, almost a 2-1, reunion and turnabout, where in a flashback scene we saw a car crash on the middle of a highway with a giant plume of smoke and fire coming out of it. Then we saw Maya in an interrogation room and her crying, talking about how she committed a murder. Then it flashed back even further, where we were in our office talking with a Dr. Turner Gray, who hired Maya to talk to the deceased person of a nurse that had worked in his facility that had caused a malpractice incident of a significant number. We headed over to her hometown of the Crane Village and met up with not only her aunt, Morgan Fay, but Lotta was there too, from Ace Attorney 1. And she started the process, but all of a sudden gunshots rung out. We entered the channeling chamber and met a mysterious person who is Maya channeling the ghost, and covered in blood, saying that she killed the doctor. So we left the room and went to called the cops. So on this episode, we're gonna continue off in the cliffhanger left from last episode and see what is gonna happen now. Because there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, and because it's Ace Attorney, probably gonna be a murder to solve. So first things first, let's talk with Lotta Bot. Because she's the only character, I think, for the rest of the series that will have like a robotic voice. I only had it in Ace Attorney 1 because I didn't want to give her, I didn't want to do a southern accent, so I gave her the bot voice. I also did it for Salmonella, but his was a little bit more obvious. So, what you witness?
Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she?
Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes.
Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then.
I think the timing for those are going to get better. I hope they get better, because there is a lot of... when we first reintroduced Lotta Bot, the breaks happened. Breaks took a while. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray?
Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation.
Really?
I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep.
Of course you would come up with that analogy. I sort of got the same impression myself.
He's real controlling. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollerin'. Must have been real rough to work for him.
Alright. And, I don't think she'll do anything else for us. I mean, we can present stuff to her, but I don't think she'll mention anything. Let's see. Let's just test something. Tickling my badge.
Hey, they'll be here soon, right? The police, I mean. I reckon you should be getting back to the crime scene now.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, thank you, Lotta, Lotta Bot, for telling us that we should get to the crime scene before the police show up. I mean, we're not technically on the case yet, but it's Ace Attorney. We're probably going to be on the case. So let's, not talk. We finished that. Let's move. Meditation room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Well, let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. I guess I just have to wait. The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting. It's been 5 minutes. How are you here already? Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So, just sit tight, all right? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jim Shoe? My name isn't Jim Shoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Well. Gumshoe's already here. Police are on the scene. That was quick. Let's move. Let's go back to Thorane Village. Once again, a nice Ace Attorney hint. If this ever pops up while transitioning to a new area, you're probably in the right direction, because it usually doesn't pop up unless you're progressing the story. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta?
God, don't let it be me next.
Eh! Don't scare me like that!
What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands, mine. Okay,
I'm sorry. Sorry, Lotta Bot. I don't want to get on your bad side before the AI takes over. Alright. She's a little bit more clear now, so she has a new thing. Any ideas? Usually this phrase is for when talking with Maya, in case you want to get like any leads, but she is Maya is currently predisposed at the moment. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you?
Nah, well, maybe one thing.
What is it?
Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing.
What?
Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get ya. This is just too much, I say.
What is too much?
Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now.
Oh, poor Lotta. She keeps on changing she keeps on changing jobs because she doesn't know what to do. How old is she? Okay, she's 23. I mean, she got one little spook, and she all got scared, and now she wants to become a celebrity. She wants to become a paparazzi. Going after photos more within your reach from now on, more glamour, less gore. What's up?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
I took some hot pictures earlier.
Huh?
Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside.
Ah! She did! 2 even!
The seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story.
Lotta!
Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century.
I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? And, not good. Well, whatever. So, she's no longer here. I don't know how Lottobot's gonna handle all that dialogue. Nothing here. Can I move somewhere? Oh, I can actually go to the channeling chamber. Ooh, that blood splatter, though. Ooh. Well, we got an update. The police are busily running here and there. And I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! But look, I really need to ask you some questions. Oh, don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions. All right? Oh, Gumshoe's theme isn't going on. Also, we have a new button that we could press, slide, which allows us to go, for instance, this is a double wide scene, so we can go between this side and this side. It's kind of weird that they didn't have, like, the left bumper go to the left and right bumper go to the right. Oh, because right bumper's court record, that's why. Alright, well, since you're here, Gumshoe, let's talk to you a little bit. Maya and cause of death. Well, I have a feeling we know what the cause of death is, but let's hear it regardless afterwards. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. Yeah, we don't really see him in the middle of his job, do we? We usually catch him near the end. And yet something about his expression still looks the same. You know, if only his salary matched how well he worked. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Alright, I think if we examine the scene, he'll tell us to scram. I mean, there's nothing here we could highlight. Everything is blue. Wow, I can't actually go underneath this thing here? Yeah, there is nothing to highlight. Let's just press somewhere. Hey, pal! No touching without my permission! I'm just looking at it. Hey, I can't be too careful if a kid like her can be a murder suspect. Now can I? I guess if I want to search this room, I'm going to have to come back later. Yeah, he doesn't want, he's busy. Let's leave. I think if we present anything to him, he'll just brush it off too. Well, it only leaves the winding way left to go to. And there is nothing here. Actually, there's still another room we can go to. The side room. Where the sleeping person was. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Oh, that sounds awful. Whatever. I commit. Like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no. Actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? This is gonna give me a headache. Please stay calm, but there's been a murder! I just had to say it like that because that's how his text box kind of went. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes! A person has killed another person! Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like, totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she has to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I forget to, like, introduce myself. My name is Annie Manny. I think it's actually pronounced Annie Miney. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like, supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers. That sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So, this is the person that was sleeping here before. Also, I just noticed this for the first time, but she's wearing two different bracelets. Also, I can't wait to hear what that voice sounds like in the recording. All right, so let's talk with her a little bit. Talk about herself. We can talk about what happened because she was unconscious. So, what brings you here today? So, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. Multiple personalities? I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. I like when she hits her hat and her tongue sticks out. Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. Oh, my head. Oh, my head. At least it's not as bad as... Okay, what was a terrible character that we had to voice in the previous game? Gotta be honest, can't think of one that was worse. Oh, April May. Totally thought of one that was worse. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that! I, like, totally know nothing. So who was it, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. That was a weird hesitation. The victim. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago. I was like a patient. Yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. Let's see. We can present some stuff to her. Nothing that'll really give us new information, but stuff that'll give us, like, more talk with her. Like, we can present Maya's file. Oh, hey, that's, like, Maya Fey, right? She's, like, totally way famous. Like, well, for people like us, like, you know, way famous. Maya? I mean, like, she's, like, the daughter of the master, right? Well, at least she remembers some things. Oh, here's a funny one. Let's present her profile. This face, like, I think I've seen it somewhere before. What? You're joking, right? Like, of course I am, silly. Oh, my goodness. Alright, anyone else, and, she won't really mention anything. Even if we present Dr. Gray's profile to her, but then again, she's like, no, I'm saying it, no! No, I'm saying, like, now, too! No! You've ruined me! Alright, I gotta get out. Let's leave and never come back. There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey! How are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. Oh, she actually didn't run away, which gives us time to talk. Talk about her. We can talk about the item in her hand. Let's start from the top. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Well, that didn't work. She's afraid of us. Mediation room. I want to go back to the side room. Oh, dear madam. You have such impeccable timing. Me? Oh, okay. Like, what's all the buzz? Ahem. All right, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Ooh, it's way early. Way early equals 8. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. Hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Hey, they were accurate with their timing. We woke up at 8 o'clock and we got here at 10:30. 2.5 hours. 2 hours by train, 30 minutes, however. We're probably lucky we caught a train. Nick! Maya! What am I gonna do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here, in this detention center. I finally I finally get to see you again, and... It's not your fault. You didn't do it. All right, here's where that flashback happened in the opening cutscene. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. And now things makes more sense. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me. I understand. Oh, the music's even worse than it was in the previous game. All right, well, I mean, there's a few things we can examine here. Like the guard back here who's just standing. The guard monitors the visitor's room. I wonder if he's bored. Not that I could tell since he never looks over this way. And that's checked off. We can actually look at the camera too if we want to. And freedom outside. Smile. You're on candid camera. The 2002 English script. Oh boy. When was candid camera last on air? All right, let's talk with her a bit. Channeling. So, you're the master or something of the Crane School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real. That it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Maya's channeling a spirit. Not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. Yeah, not the smartest thing. Although, where'd the weapons come from? What happened? What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I like how Dr. Gray's glasses are still falling off here. I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy. Like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then, you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? Quote-unquote dream. What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It was something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, Please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But... What's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did! I killed that person with ease! 2 hands! That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless! If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it! Help me? Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, that hurt. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry. I will. When is the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual. 0 prep time. All right. I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. There. I never get this right. I always say the wrong word every single time. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Alright, we got Maya's Magatama. There, finally! I finally got it correct on the first try. Slightly translucent. It's small, but it has a deep, profound aura about it. Okay, now, there are several awful things we could do currently. Like, present stuff to her, like her face. I don't want to show this off because I don't want to be that cruel to her. But if we present her profile picture, she's like, I can't bear to look at myself. Or if we do the same thing with Morgan, her aunt, she'll be like, I can't bear to look at my aunt's face right now. And it's just the worst. So yeah, I'm not gonna present anything to her because that just feel awful. So let us go. We'll move. I gotta have to go back to the law offices. Let's do this quickly. Feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is. Right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. And we get it added to our evidence. We're finally getting some evidence. Newspaper equivalent 1. Alright, well, before we move on from here, because there's really nothing in this place. There is actually the most important thing in this place. Hello there. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. It's a memento of my boss, Mia, who passed away. The rest of the room may be in shambles, but I always manage to care for this little fella. Charlie, best character in Ace Attorney. Alright, let's go back to the Crane Village. And don't worry, there's no like time issue with going to Crane Village and going back to the detention center. It's not gonna be like 2 hours have passed because that'd be crazy. We would never complete anything. I have to save Maya, no matter what. Gumshoe's thing. Oh, I completely skipped what just got said. Oopsies. It's her life on the line. I'll dub it over later. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Oh, here, actually, I have the... No, yeah. I don't think there's a way for me to go backwards. Nope. Alright, well, we can hear Gumshoe's music. I don't want to end the episode off yet. I want to get to somewhere, so... Let us move over to the mediation room. The mediation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Look at all the shoe racks on the right. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Gumshoe's music's still playing. Let's head on to the channeling chamber. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I'm on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. And I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you'd lose your tongue, and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She's one scary lady. What I say? Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. Alright. I think this is our first time actually talking with Morgan since... Well, I guess we talked to her a little bit yesterday. We talked to her in this exact room. What am I talking about? Alright, we have 3 things. We will search this place later, but let's first talk to her, just to get her out of the area. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? Uh-oh, here's our first flashback. Why are you not in black and white? I don't talk over the flashbacks now. We solved this before. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head. To make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. Yeah, it is kind of weird that we're gonna be going into a court of law and talking about summoning a ghost. A ghost did it, not Maya. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. To put it in another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Kurain Sacred Writings. Along with the Kurain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. Yeah, what about your niece? I guess this isn't some dilapidated old screen after all. All right, before we do this, actually, yeah, we'll do this now. I was gonna start examining stuff. So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, the pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and the pride of the Branch family. I said prodigy wrong. I keep on saying it wrong. Prodigy. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Okay. Let's examine some stuff. Well, we have the chance. This is our first time actually examining stuff. So, let's examine the blood stain on the ground. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. And yeah, that is kind of floating above it. Let's examine the folding screen that she talked about that was one of the priceless heirlooms. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it. But I can't read it. This is... It's a hole! Could this have been made by a bullet? See? Examining things pay off. We got the folding screen added to the court record. And it's about 8 inches off the ground. There's a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Well then, I do believe it is my time for me to take my leave. Alright. Please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. Alright, well now that she's gone, I think that actually finishes off the room. We probably could have talked to her about the folding screen if we would have searched it before we actually started talking to her. But actually done in here then, because she left. Alright, winding away. I want to do one more thing. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school. I don't think there's a... Nah, I think we're gonna finish it off right now. It looks like there's a little bit more before I actually wanted to get to. And plus we could save that for next episode. So, let's go do it for this episode. I'm gonna move to the mediation room so we have some music. It's too quiet! Where's the music at? Alright, we'll just end up the winding way. So, we learn a little bit more. The police arrived very quickly. Lada is going to go develop her 2 pictures because, of course. And Maya's been arrested on account of the murder. But she couldn't have done it. She can't have done it. It was the ghost, right? We managed to find a clue in the folding screen, but that's about it. So, oh, also Maya gave us her Magatama, so we need to go find pearls, we can do something with that. But we're probably gonna have to wait for the next episode. So, on the next episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, we'll head over to the side room, and then we'll, once we're done with that, we'll start looking for Pearl, wherever she may be. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy.